Hey homies, what's up? Ryan Wynn here with another episode of Inking with the Ink King. And in this episode we have this beautiful Spawn 300 celebration piece by Vincent Rush. Alright, so today we are going to be picking from our tools here. We're going to pick the Hunt 102 with a nice cushy grip on it today. And I went through and found the right nib already. And we are going to attack the mosh pit area. Got all these spawns in the mosh pit rocking out to spawn. So let's get to it. So this is not a dig on Vince or the pencils themselves, but he used a softer lead than I'm used to. And it's on a softer paper, or he lives in a really humid place. I haven't figured that out yet. But the paper's a little pulpier than I'm used to, so we're going to have to attack it very lightly and very delicately and not let the nib dig in too much. You'll see here on this underside I get a nice thick juicy line there. It was actually accidental. I have to be careful of how much ink I have on the nib. The paper just wants to pull it right out, and if we got too much, it'll pull too much right onto the board. You may notice that some lines I'm pushing the pen away from my body to create the mark, and some lines I'm pulling it towards myself. Now, you may have a tendency of doing one or the other. I highly recommend getting both into your muscle memory repertoire. That's because the nib is extremely versatile and can create all kinds of different markings depending on the pressure and the direction that you're using. In fact, let's take a look right now. So this is how I warm up, and this is how I practice, and I recommend this is how you practice, and this is how you warm up. Now, if you're practicing and getting used to the nib, I recommend doing maybe 100 of each of these types of lines. The little straight lines, the little diamond lines, then these bloop to bloops. You can see here I ran out of ink, gotta go back for more. Now these are just a small variety of what you can get, but this is a good place to start. So do those over and over and over and over again, and you can be an ink king too. Alright, let's get back to the spawn. Now you can see I'm going back in and adding those little lines and connecting things up to heavier lines that I had created earlier. This is because those heavier lines were just a little too wet, and you don't want to create an extra bleed or a bulby spot or a smear of any kind. So you want to give lines the time to draw before you connect them to other lines. And you'll see there I was going thin to thick, pulling down, and now I've reversed from thick to thin, pulling up into those bleeds. Paper was getting really juicy and I was getting nervous, but you gotta press on sometimes. That's how you ink like a man. Alright. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to get Gods and Gears on your list. There will be an ad for that later. And be sure to come back Thursday. I will have part 2, and we'll learn all about that. So, until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take it easy.
Those looking forward to Gods and Gears have something special to look forward to next month.
That's right, Kathy, and it came out on Wednesday, issue 8. It will feature a 12-page short story tied to Gods and Gears. Fans are already excited. I pre-ordered. Yeah, sure. Be sure to get It Came Out on a Wednesday, issue 8, before the 4-issue miniseries Gods and Gears comes out in September.
Stupid cat.